Okay, so something that I'm seeing this morning that makes me very, very happy is bee activity. Bees are flying, not heavily, but but there is activity, and the reason I'm excited about that is that it is currently 40 degrees outside with wind, and yet I still now obviously the sun shining on them is helping. But here's the deal too, is, here we are in the Pacific Northwest where our springs, uh, which is a key time for, the bees to be able to get out, start foraging on that first pollen that's coming in. It's really important to have bees that are active at lower temperatures. And I don't know if you remember that the stock that we used, the majority of our stock that we used uh, for queen breeding this year. I did purchase a bunch of queens from Z's Bees. So here's what I've kind of, is I'm honing my own system here because of the way the weather patterns are. What I usually do, what I have been doing the last couple of years, is when the bees come back, when my bees come back from California from the pollination, I'll order in queens either from the Kona Queen Company in Hawaii or Z's Bees in Orland, California. And I'll make my first round of splits with those because it's usually too early in the spring to have any kind of dependability of weather for doing locally bred queens. So I'll do that first. And then as we get to the end of April, beginning of May, then I'll start doing my own grafting. The vast majority, I would say probably 90% of the stock that I have here were from survivor colonies from California and also survivor colonies from here. Even though we had absolutely horrible losses, we had some hives that were just superheroes. I mean, just incredible populations flying at low temperatures. And once again, that's what I love that I'm seeing here, is that there is the vast majority of hives here have bee activity, have flight activity at 40 degrees with wind. So anyways, just another kind of interesting observation I wanted to share with you, and why it's really good to focus on breeding your own bees. Focus on obviously making your own bees survive through a winter, through a season. And like we've been saying, the two key parts to that are active management, being your bees once a week, especially initially when you're learning, and then also very aggressive mite treatment. Make sure you're using treatments that are proven to work. I'm all for experimentation, but there's a lot of people who swear that mineral oils work, or that essential oils work, but there's really been no that's not reproducible on a large scale. You might find the odd person here and there that claims they're having really great success with it, but on a large scale, the system starts to break down. So use mite treatments that can be scaled, and their effectiveness has been recorded consistently. Those are the mite treatments that you want to depend upon. Anyways, that's a whole other thing that I can go off on. But anyway, yeah, foraging activity, 40 degrees. I'm very happy about that. Why it's important to breed local stock as much as possible.